everybody. Welcome to my live. It is the last day of March, I believe, the 31st, 2026. Tomorrow, it's a full moon. Passover starts, and some other stuff probably. So happy last day of March. It seems like this was the longest month ever. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, Tuesday with Melissa. I'll put that on my. And hello, Artistic World. Hello, Jasmine. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Brenda. Okay. What are we going to talk about today? Hey, Laura and Austin. How are you doing? Hi. Hey, Artistic World. I think I said, oh, April Fool's Day tomorrow. That's what I was missing. Thank you, Artistic World. Happy day before April Fool's Day. Do you guys do anything like you play tricks tomorrow or? Oh my God. It seems like we've had April Fool's Day for the whole year. And we've been ruled by clowns. So what do you guys want me to talk about? Oh, I see a question here. Will our current administration be able to have peace talks with Iran and stop this war and go back to normal oil delivery and prices, or will this go on and take years to solve? Lauren Austin, that's a very good question. I will ask my guides. My guides say it's like smoke and mirrors. Like what's really going on is not what we see. And yes, we will have talks and stop this, but we will pay a price. We are paying a price with lives and the lack of trust, the whole world, you know. Of course, why would you trust this government? But things will pretty much go back to normal. But the problem is that there's going to be, here, let me, gotta get a little close and so you can kind of see me better. I think there's going to be like an uptick in terrorist threats and possibly attacks. Because, you know, there's been some damage done here. And, you know, it's hitting our economy. What else do the guides say? But they don't see us being there for years. It's all a trick on some level. Like it's Russia using Iran and America to, you know, get the sanctions dropped and increase their oil revenue, but it's kind of backfired on them. And also, as I said last week, Putin's not doing very well at all. It's chaos in Moscow. It's just for this to have played out, which I think Putin thought in advance about. Nothing is as he thought it would be, and so it's failing. And he's going down. That's what I see. His in flames. His government's just. And then you see Zelensky is rising up in the world. He's talking to the UAW and, you know, getting nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. And what a leader! What a you know, great human being. And you know, our orange fool is, you know, no kings, right? All those wonderful signs. What did I saw one sign from the No Kings March, which was these aren't people who govern, they're looters. It was something like that. It was like, yes, that's exactly right. They're looting our government. That's why they took it over. That's what they're doing, and they don't care about anything else, just looting. So that's my best answer for you, I think, Laura. You know. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing right now. I could be wrong, but the military is in a shambles, they say. Hesketh is a terrible leader. He's a divider, you know, not a uniter. And there's all kinds of, there's the evangelicals who want to stick it out and bring on the rapture, but there's also other people who don't believe in that and want to get out, and there's just all different dissenting voices, and Hesketh just doesn't really have a. I mean, they're showing me that he's nuts. He's a crazy man, and he's so arrogant, and there's so much chaos, and there's a lot of drinking and illicit activity. He doesn't hide it very well. Oh no, I just started to watch The Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if anybody's seen that movie, but there's a lot of like crazy, like kind of P. Diddy type stuff in that movie, and they're showing me that realm, not just Hesketh, but allegedly, entertainment purposes only. I'm just a girl talking to her guides. That kind of mentality is within the government and those parties, so it's just very, orgiastic, and that's happening also at the Pentagon, and it's so inappropriate, and that's what they're showing me. It's weakening our military to a great extent, and people really don't want Hesketh there. When I say people, like generals and the top brass, they don't want him there. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Okay, let's see more of your comments. Daniel is asking kind of something similar. Is Taka walking away from the war? Yeah, I think he is. He thinks he's gotten what he wants out of it, which is all that alleged insider trading stuff. Well, not even alleged, and it's not. It should be illegal, but it's not quite right. But it will be one day. And he's believing what everybody's telling him. He doesn't really know what's going on. Not at all. He only shows very curated clips. And it may not even be from this war. It may be from wars in the past, He's just being shown it because he's got such a small attention span, which he's always had. But even now, more with the alleged frontotemporal dementia, which some doctors have, I don't want to say diagnosed him with, but, that's their best guess. But the reality is we're not doing the damage that Hesketh talks about. That's not really happening. Yeah, we were bombing and stuff. We did the damage to the girls' school. May they all rest in peace, and their relatives, anybody, and oh my God, it's so sad. But not what they're saying, or Hesketh is saying. We dropped 55,000 bombs, and we didn't do that. That's not happening. It's just he's just like our Orange King and everybody else in that circle who lie. They just lie, blatantly lie. Oh, I wanted to, Laura, yeah, good observation. Yes, he's just made money on the bet. Unreal. Artistic, also Nanette. Hey, Nanette says, hello, all Kings protesters. Love to you all. Put your feet up today and take a break with Melissa. Yay. That's a good idea. Oh, Artistic World says, listening to Hesketh on TV today was more than I could listen to. A jerk. What is he saying? I don't know why he thinks that he can lie like that, except our media is not reflecting anything. I have no idea what's going on with Iran if I just kind of stick to the media. It's like nothing's happening. It's scary. Daniel saying Marines graduate every Friday. ICE will be chock-a-block going into the bases. Yeah. Jasmine saying, still no super chat icon for us to donate. Let me fix that. I never really, I thought people had made super chat donations, but I will go and check it. And if there's something I haven't done, haven't applied for or something, I'll go ahead and do that so that at some point that can be monetized. My videos are monetized, but that aspect of things, maybe there's something I didn't do. Artistic World is saying he's killing everything in sight. Yeah. I'm not laughing at that. That's horrific. But I'm laughing at the fact that I don't think it's true. I think there is some kind of collusion going on with the, oligarchical media we have, meaning owned by oligarchs and Hesgath and those people. They can say whatever they want because we're not saying anything. But that's intentional. That's what the guides say, like a blackout. And it's very damaging, to our country, our democracy. Artistic World says we can watch on Sky News and BBC. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Jasmine. So it's ridiculous. It's gaslighting, right? A typical narcissistic ploy and cognitive dissonance. And it makes us feel powerless because what can we do about things we don't know about? Because we really don't know what's going on for reals. Iran, they say, their coverage is much more honest than ours. But that has our media is going to radically change, be broken up. The monopolies are going to be broken up, and we're going to really almost go overboard on the pendulum swing on the other side to be fair, balanced, honest. I see that coming for us. It's like going to be healing for us, healing our souls, because I do think lies damage the soul to that extent that they do lie. When you intuit, you know the truth, but you're not being shown it. I wanted to say something that had occurred to me because talking about being gaslighted, and this is just, I can't prove this or anything. I want to see if it makes sense to you. Okay, so the thing that happened when the orange one and Mike, was sitting next to Mike Johnson at that presser, and he blurted out that there was a congressman that had a terminal illness, which he was not supposed to talk about, and he, being the super great guy and hero that he is, got his doctors to operate on him, and now he's fine, and he's like in his 30s again. I think he was 62 and had some really bad heart condition. And I guess that guy's a doctor. What is his name? And I was actually listening to a podcast of two doctors kind of trying to look at him, and it's that doctor who believes he has the frontotemporal dementia, or one of them. And I was listening to him where they were showing that clip, and I was listening to the orange one say, I asked my doctors, if they could help him, and then within 2 hours he was on that table having surgery. And everybody's like, yeah, like nobody kind of questioned that. And I was thinking, if you're going to have surgery, there's no way that you can go from wherever you are, 2 hours later, you're on a table having heart surgery, because I believe that to have heart surgery, you kind of have to go through like a 24-hour process of fasting, and there's various preparation. You can't just get on a table unless it's like an emergency situation, I guess. But if you're going to have that kind of surgery, surely you would have to at least have 24 to 48 hours preparation for that. And I was thinking, why are we believing these things? We don't even question anymore that could be, something like that could be true. It can't be true. It isn't. I mean, that's just not how things are done, right? So let me know what you think. I asked my guides, and they're of course agreeing with me. But okay, Jasmine, thank you. I will take care of it. I will take care of it if I can later on. Yeah, like there's just no way, unless it's an emergency and you're having a heart attack right there. and you have to go in, for emergency surgery. But if you're going to have some kind of scheduled surgery, it's just not going to happen because it's not safe, especially for somebody in his health. Anyway, so it just bothers me that we're getting so much flooded in the zone like Bannon wants, that we don't even question certain things anymore. We just go, oh yeah, I guess, I guess so. Thank you, Nanette. My son was having a widowmaker. It was 24-hour prep before his surgery. I've talked to people who were going in for that surgery, and they very specifically told me what they had to do to get ready for it. But I guess it's acceptance, right? That the orange one is a confabulator, meaning they confabulate, they tell lies, and they embellish them, and then they believe them too. Sometimes, like he believes because of his alleged condition, he does believe what he says, and everybody around him, they're just kissing his butt, so they're going to go, oh yeah, whatever you say, boss, whatever you say, So there's a lot of that stuff that goes on, and things that are just ridiculous, and we don't even question them anymore. I don't like that at all. Oh, you're welcome, Jasmine. Do you guys have that similar? Well, you must, because we're human. But to clear out the smoke, and really figure out, well, what really is going on. I guess that's why psychics have their place. That we do our best to kind of look behind the masks, and figure it out. But sometimes it's just common sense. That's all it is, to see behind a lie. Just because somebody says it's true doesn't mean it's true. Children know that. So I would love some more questions, but if not, I will riff on what I will riff on. Let me think what the guides want me to talk about. Oh, they want to talk about the end of this government, the end of it. But I can save that for later. Eric Trump just sent out a video of a rendering for Trump's presidential library in downtown Miami. It's a tall skyscraper with things like a gold escalator. Are you sure his library is not going to be a mall? No, it doesn't get built. There's no books. There's no books except for, there's the coffee table book. Remember his coffee table book? There's like, think of all the literature. It would be like not even a full bookshelf, like in a library. It would be like 3 shelves. I'm sure Laura Trump's got a biography somewhere. Oh yeah, it's so ironic. Trump can't read. He cannot. Wildflower asks, do you know what will be the end of this government? I will answer that, but let me take a few comments first, and then I'm going to get to that. On Wednesday, SCOTUS will hear arguments about ending birthright citizenship. This is huge. What will they do? Those questions are beginning to kind of, not your questions, but I mean those thoughts. Like I say this before, but because I have emotions and there's skin in the game, I've started to kind of not trust myself to answer those kind of questions properly. I will ask my guides, okay? If I get it wrong, I get it wrong, but just forgive me if I get it wrong. I don't know what my degree of accuracy is on things like that. I will ask though, if you don't mind me being wrong. What's the point? You probably think, what's the point of it? Or you're asking, but just we can see. What do the guides have to say? I don't think the guides say, or what I'm hearing, and I'm a human, so I'm just interpreting what I think I hear. They might be saying something completely different, but what I'm hearing is that they won't end birthright citizenship, or they might kick it down the you like punt it down the line because it's such a hot potato. Um, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. If you do end it, and I believe that and I believe the Democrats will take over. We can write laws and change those agreements. We can, just like with Roe versus Wade and stuff, those things can be changed. It's never over. It's never the end, whatever happens, whatever the Supreme Court chooses to do. But I think it would affect, like, look at Amy Coney Barrett, and she has children that would affect, I think. And there's a lot of like MAGA who that would affect. I don't even know why that's being challenged. Oh, well, Stephen Miller. I guess that's the reason. Mm. Hey, Al, is it LCNYC? Am I missing something? LICNYC, yeah. You can have an emergency cardiac surgery, but the Office of the President needs to put VP in charge while 45 is under anesthetic. Dementia patients may experience heightened dementia after surgery. Oh, that's true. Plus, heart surgery actually, in and of itself, can be what's it called? Something that comes before dementia, because you can have anoxia with the anesthetics, which is like deprivation of oxygen. So that's something. Sometimes it goes under the radar, but at least temporarily, there are people who've had heart surgery who then have some kind of dementia with depression, usually. Oh, conscript error. Oh my God, yeah. I don't think they want him. Conscript Baron, right? Oh, thank you, Red Rose, very, very much. She says, "I trust you and your guides." Thank you. Luke Smith says, "The good Lord gave me birthright to live on this planet we call Earth." Yes, thank you. We should all have citizenship on this planet. One day in a new world in the future, that may be the case. That we may all belong to the whole world. That's how it should be, I think. Nancy, I can't answer. I say this. I sound like a broken record. You're asking if you're going to be safe. I was trying to put it up there. I don't answer personal questions because your business is your business. I don't answer them live, but if I do answer them in personal readings privately. So if you want a private reading with me, my contact information is in the description box below, and you can text me or email me, and we can set something up. But it's just not fair to you to air your public business out or your private business out publicly. That's it. Oh, hi. Hi, Palmara. Is it Palmarin? Hi. Oh, hey, Selma. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. Hi. How's Maine doing? How are you doing? Was it the No Kings big in Maine? Were there lots of marches? In Michigan, we had plenty of turnouts. I watched the Minnesota Indivisible No Kings. That was amazing. Bruce Springsteen was amazing on his own. And it's a wonderful song. You're welcome, Jasmine. Conscript Eric. I can see like a kind of Gomer Pyle type of sitcom with Eric and or a Saturday Night Live opening with Eric and John Jr. and Baron in the army. And the irony of that the orange one hates the military. And I think nearly like cut off his relationship with his son because his son wanted to join the military early on. Oh, why? Sorry. I wanted to say two words at the same time. I want to say, oh, wow, wildflower. And it came out, oh, why? Oh, wow, that's amazing. So Wildflower is saying, I was at the No Kings rally in Minnesota. 100,000 attended. It looked just wonderful, and it gave me the chills, and so the speakers and the MC. Oh, it's fantastic. And there were a lot of performances by artists, I think, all over the country. And then the whole world. There are millions and millions of people who attended No Kings rally in solidarity with us all over the world. And that was pretty amazing. And we're sick of this stuff. We don't want it anymore. We don't want this. We want a manifestation of a better world. We do. We really, really want that. Millions and millions of us. Wildflower says Bernie Sanders was the best. Yeah, I saw his speech too. And that's, just one more No Kings rally. There's going to be more of those, and they'll get bigger and bigger. I watched some of the march in Washington, D.C. too. They had great puppets. They really did. Hamar Jan says we had over 30 No Kings rallies in Maine. Afterwards, I watched the Minnesota rally to the finish. Awesome. It's so wonderful, these rallies, just to know that we're not alone, right? And you can see the creativity and the there are things cooking in people's minds, like how to move this forward and how to resist, and then carrying them out, and that's really fantastic. Oh, breaking news! Republican Judge Leon in D.C. has temporarily halted Trump's $400 million ballroom while the lawsuit moves forward from the Historical Society. Will he be allowed to build it? I've always seen the East Wing being rebuilt. And I swear to God, if I can, I will volunteer. I think millions of us would volunteer to get that thing rebuilt. I would want to do that. Let's see. I'm going to ask the guides. No. I don't think he's going to be around. Well, I could be wrong, but I've always, or have felt for a long time, he's not going to be around very long. Once he's gone, I don't see Vance in power anyway. And I see all those attempts at immortality, his pictures everywhere and his name everywhere, just being torn down, eradicated. And I do see the East Wing rebuilt with love and care. And it brings in even more of a appreciation of our democracy. That's what I see. Oh, Liquid Bloom. I haven't heard of them, Luke. I'll look them up. Did they play at the rally? Steve Myers, hi. In Toledo, Ohio, they isolated the protesters at a park near downtown, and it felt too isolating for me to go to. Oh, yeah. It's all right, if you're there in spirit. You have to feel comfortable, whatever you do. But the rest of the White House will have to be gutted and reconstructed because all the bugging devices and listening devices, well, we might be able to find them. I'm sure there's a radar device and stuff. Oh, but all the asbestos, right? That is poisoning that place. Let me ask the guides about that. I was watching this movie. I think it's from 2000, and they showed DC, and they showed the White House, the whole White House, and it took me a second to think, Oh, half of it's not there anymore. I mean, just doing that should be enough to, get impeached and be stopped from. Nobody should have the power to do that, and it's not that he even had the official power; he just did it. Let's see. There's going to be a major renovation that has to happen because of that. Yes, and for the reason you said, Steve, but also because there's so much damage has been done to it. But we're going to do good work with it. We're going to restore it with love. That's funny, Mark. Dumpy suffers from lifelong diabetes. Wildflower says, I agree with you. They should charge Trump for tearing down the East Wing. It's madness. We live in a time of great madness. Let's see. Nanette says, how long before Lying Levitt uses her pregnancy as a reason to leave? Poor baby. That's in her body. She loves that role. I don't know if she wants to leave or not. She might stay way past when she should leave. She really is what do they say, a believer. And it gives her power, which I don't think she's had that kind of power before. Oh, I didn't like looking into her psyche. You would think, if you were sane, you'd want to get out of there, but what? What? It reported today that Kristi Noem's husband is a cross-dresser. Who reported that? Where did that come from? Oh my God. Why should I be surprised? He looks so uncomfortable sitting behind her. I think that little man with the glasses, was that him? Yeah, exactly, Sandy. Levitt's probably making a fortune with the rest of the insider traders. They're just there to loot our government. KKK. Carolyn has diabetes too. Yes, she does, says Mark. There are some people I hope would not procreate. Levitt is one. Did she have any other kids? Is she a mom? Caroline, KKK, Caroline. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't see it. Oh no, I did see it. Oh, somebody else. I read somebody else's um, comment. I didn't see it then from you, but that's wild. Where is this being reported? Who's coming out with it? Hi, Ivy. I love you too. Thank you. Oh, so she's a great trad wife, right? Just like Erica Kirk and these women that who else? Stephen Miller's wife. Like they love to get pregnant, it seems, and they love to talk about staying at home with babies, but they don't. They don't stay at home with their babies. Seems like Carolyn probably would hardly see her child, which isn't a bad thing for the child, probably. But I just think it's so hypocritical. Question: did you discuss the Stephen Miller hearing that was last Friday, misappropriating funds to the tune of almost $2 billion? Why are was some of the money in Cyprus? Did you say why are some of the money I'm not sure about the last part of that, but that's crazy. So I'm assuming you're saying some of the money is in Cyprus and other places. How did that go under the radar with me? I didn't see that at all. Wow. Um, oh God, he's such a snake. He needs to be a character in a Harry Potter sequel. That's what I think. Like Voldemort is like in the back of his head. That would be perfect. Yeah. You know that character who was double faced and he had his face, Voldemort's face was behind him. That's Stephen Miller. Oh, Adam Mockler. Wow. He has the evidence on Gnome's hubby. Yes, it's true. Don't forget Erica Kirk with the 3Ks. And she's all upset about, is it Drusy? The comedian who became viral dressing up like her and behind the sparklers. I guess Erica's really upset about that. Mark says Canada passed Bill C-3 last year that any U.S. citizen that has Canadian ancestry can prove it can become or can get Canadian citizenship, and their children and spouse also. So heads up for any of you who have Canadian ancestry. I wish I did. Can immigrate to Canada. I don't think I have any Canadian citizenship. I wish I did. Or ancestry. Does that mean like if you had relatives in Canada? I have to check. Maybe I do have relatives in Canada. I have relatives everywhere. Wow. I'm just asking my guides anything else to comment about what has just passed my eyes. Oh my God, my guides are saying yes. Noam's hubby, yep, they're saying that is correct. Man, that's crazy. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just it's so sordid, though, if you think about all the interrelationships. So, guys, any comments or questions? No, Wildflower, you cannot. My mind is blowing right now. I don't know why, because it's all, I think we just got to get ready for more and more stuff like that, because that's who they are. Yeah, and the people who preach the most against things are actually themselves, those things, right? AKA, or for instance, I should say, Lindsey Graham, and there's some weird stuff going on with him, but I have not kind of had the stomach to hone in on it, so I don't know what that is. But there's some weird photographs that Adam Mockler and people like that have been showing on their channel, but I just haven't watched it. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, Noam's in trouble for money laundering or some sort of money problem. With the $200 million that she kind of gave to her friends using the commercials as a kind of cover. Oh, I was gonna, thank you. I will do that. When is the Trump regime over? Very soon. Now I have to say, with time, the guides, and I have noticed it. It could, like, they could say soon, and then it could be like a year or 2 years or something. I have predicted things, or I should say, I don't even know if I like that, the way to describe that. I have seen things where my guides have shown me really specific details of certain things that have come true to the detail, but it was in the future. Not to me, it looked more like tomorrow, but the actual time that passed was a couple years. Now, I'm not saying that this about the orange one, because I think it's very soon. Because why? Well, partially because the doctors that are seeing the signs of the orange one's decline, the cognitive decline, they are giving him a very short time span, just because of their medical or physical knowledge or medical knowledge, I guess. So I like corroboration. So if they're saying that, and my guides are, and I've heard other psychics say something similar, but I continually see a very short time that he has left. Like, I don't think he'll be around. I could be wrong, of course, but I don't think he'll be around for the midterms. I don't even know if he's going to live to see his 80th birthday. So, okay, let me ask again. The guys are saying, yes, you could, because of the difference in the consciousness of the angels and us, in terms of time, perception of time, that can easily happen. But in this case, they really are saying that it's coming very soon. And they say it's this year, and they say it's before the midterms. They're not sticking to before his birthday, but it could be before or after. That they're not seeing specifically. It could be before, but very soon. But the other thing we need to remember, and my guides are reminding me about this concept, is divine timing. So even though we would like things to happen yesterday, sometimes there usually is a reason for the timing of even the transition of a monster like the Orange King. Like, some other things are necessary to play out, even though it would be nice, some people think, for that to have already happened a long time ago, right? But divine timing is really important to keep in mind whilst things play out, especially with somebody like that. But I can't give you obviously I can't give you a prediction that's precise, but they are saying it's very, very soon. And so, when is his birthday? Is it June? Because he's a Gemini. So June's not that far off. But, there's another question we can ask, which is, will he get sick? Will he be able to be in? I mean, he's not now. He falls asleep and forgets things, and he sundowns and all of that stuff. So he's really not capable of fulfilling the role he has right now. He's not. Oh, June 14th is the Orange One's birthday. But there could be events that could take him out of office, right? I guess I'm just focusing on his life. So let me ask that too. Let me get information. Mark is saying, oh, that's an interesting observation or point. I think we took the hard road to speed up timelines. Possible, yeah. The guides say, no, he'll still be in office. But that doesn't mean he's, again, fit to fulfill his duties. He's not now. He needs like 24/7 caregivers, people. How people with his cognitive or alleged cognitive deterioration tend to wander off. He's doing that. He's just wandering off, and sometimes he'll slip even his security guards, and people have to run around to find him. And Susie Wiles has to do that apparently a lot. And they're worried that he wants to go up on the roof a lot because then he can see the work that's being done. And he does wander around on the roof. Of course, they have cameras. They're going to be able to, track him, but he's just really slippery. And so that's scary for them. He has never wandered out of the White House, but he has been wandering around it a lot. But the problem, too, is that if they try to get him back to where they think he needs to be, he has tantrums and he can get violent, and have meltdowns like a child. But he's dangerous. Like they have to placate him and distract him. So it is a glorified nursing home in a lot of ways, both Mar-a-Lago and the White House. And he is very difficult. So Steve Myers says, the card of tomorrow is energy. Let me say that again. The card of tomorrow's energy was the devil for April Fool's Day, major thunderstorm here in Toledo. We're supposed to get severe weather tonight. Potential hail and tornadoes, things like that. Let me look at my phone and see what the prediction is. It's raining, but I'm not hearing thunder. Republicans are the reason the rotten orange is trouncing the planet. Damn right. Op says he walked around the roof on the White House, for God's sake. Selma says, let him wander around on the roof. Right on the edge, Selma. Says Op. Laura in Austin says, how do the people in the White House really feel about him? The chefs, butlers, landscape, security guards, etc. Well, we can probably imagine, but I will ask the guides. I can ask them. That's a good question. They have names for him. They call him names. They're very, behind closed doors, are very disrespectful because he leaves messes and he's, he's pretty disgusting and he's mean to them. He's really mean to them. It's like they're not even human. He yells at them. He throws things at them. And they really don't like him. I'm going to ask, is there anybody there that does, like a butler or a chef? No, because he doesn't really make use of the chefs. His favorite foods are, I think they've learned to make a pretty good McDonald's substitute. And he just has no palate. That's what the guides say. Yeah, Selma, he is disgusting. Mark says he sprays ketchup on the walls. Yeah. So it's a pretty thankless job for them. They do not like him at all. And okay, this is alleged. This is just what my guides are showing me. But if they're young and pretty, like women, he tries to kiss them, he grabs them. Yeah, the young ones really try to stay out of his way. They don't feel safe at all. And there's no consequences. And yeah, you could say, why don't they leave? But sometimes people stay because they need the paycheck. Well, can you imagine how much time and effort and like detergent it will take, bleach, to clean the White House when he leaves? Can you imagine? It's a lot of work. It was a lot of work the last time. I think it's going to be even worse. So there's a lot of reconstruction to go on there. But it will be done happily. What else do the guides want to talk about? And you can ask me anything still. They say it's kind of like what happened on the Titanic, you know, with the upper classes, just oblivious to the destruction that's coming. Oblivious. They're oblivious. Jasmine saying he's like a dirty old man. He is a dirty old man. I think that's literally what he is. Laura in Austin is asking, will the U.S. ever have a free voter ID like other countries have? It would start at age 18 and could be given out in high school. It's renewed every year and you pay for a new one, but it's free. That's a good idea. I'm hearing yes. Yes, we will. They're going to really upgrade the ability to vote. Yeah, we're going to be much more in line with other countries in that way, much more. They're showing me when Biden used to, do you remember for all these holidays, even Ramadan, when the lighthouse used to be lit up, and Biden and his wife, Joe Biden and Jill Biden would pay homage to different cultures and different sexualities. And oh gosh, those were the days, you know, for the LGBTQ month, they would light up the White House in rainbow colors. And oh my gosh, did we appreciate it then as much as we should have? Stephen Myers is saying McDonald's and KFC. Oh, and smelly too. Yeah, the White House is very, very smelly. Probably smells a little bit like urine and waste. What else am I going to tell people today, guys? They still see, whatever the timeline, the end of this regime, and healing coming for us. And then instead of just going to sleep again, like, you know, we tend to, we're not going to fall asleep. We're going to, like, they're showing us rolling up our sleeves and getting to work to repair our democracy, so this never happens again. That's what they show me. That's where our hearts are, and that's what we're going to be doing. Laura's asking, will California have a Democrat on the ballot in November? Right now, the top two people are Republicans. Yes, one of the big Democrats is going to step away because they know that's the right thing to do. It may be that Katie Porter steps back, but one of the big names is stepping back because they have conscience. As much as they might want to be governor, they'll step back. I'm not saying it will be Katie Porter for sure, but it may be Katie that steps back. She's thinking about it already. She's making peace with it. Going on to the next thing. That's what they're showing me. Yes, Mark, build back better. Oh, by the way, this is irrelevant, but the Bidens have adopted two, I think, black Labradors, two rescue dogs, two new dogs. So cute. Question, stragglers are talking primarily about April 17th through the 20th. Could you ask what your guides say about this? Are you saying like astrologers? Is that what you meant, Steve? So, so they're talking about something occurring astrologically. This is what I'm guessing, from the 17th to the 20th. Some kind of planetary aspect, or yeah, that's what I thought you meant, Steve. Astrologers. Just strong energies coming in. These energies are Uranian. They're saying Uranian energies, causing a whole lot of unpredictable outcomes. Surprise, a lot of surprises, unpredictable energy. That's I would have to know more about the planets, but that what's really going on. But that's what they're saying. Steve says Australia has said that something may happen between the 17th and the 20th of April. Well, what may happen? That's so vague. Something in the line of what? Like, can you give me a little bit more of a hint? Let's see. I'll ask the guides a little bit more. There's so much that's going to happen, not just with whatever planetary influences are going to go on then, but it's just it's the whole month of April into the month of April. I think it's calming down by May. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just unpredictability, Uranian energy. You guys, we're coming towards the end of the live. What are you asking, Jasmine? Melissa, please ask your guides if they see drones targeting the U.S. city by outside forces. Oh, I don't know if that's going to occur. They don't need. They have enough, like whatever enemies in interior or exterior. The guides are saying they have enough sleeper cells here, and nobody's watching them. So it doesn't have to come from like another country. It could be another country, but it's something that maybe is already here. And there are violent things that may occur for sure as a response to our attack on Iran. But the biggest events, and they've been showing me this for a while, or where their energy is targeting, is not the populace, it's the administration. And the guides just say that they better watch their back, because they're showing me, like on a rifle or automatic machine gun that actually has a target on it. I don't know anything about guns really, because I don't deal with them, but that's what they're showing me. They're showing me a target, and the targets are the administration. So they want to get and I think it's precisely because they took out the Ayatollahs. Our country, the U.S., targeted their administration. So I think they're going to target our administration. There may be other things that happen to the populace, but I don't think they are necessarily angry at the American people. I think they know that it is not a supported war. They watch social media. They know that the Americans are not. The majority of us don't support that attack, and I think they're more focused on Vance and the Orange One and Hesketh, those people. That's what I see. I'm not saying anything is going to happen, but I do see that in their minds as a thought of, or a, consideration. Yeah, there are a lot of fireballs happening too. Those green fireballs and a lot of meteors and a lot of stuff happening in the sky, a lot of activity. Stephen says, take in the news and do what I do, which is meditate to cleanse all the yuck off your mind and body. Oh, 100%. And still follow the Monks for Peace, their suggestion to say every morning, today is my peaceful day, and to bring yourself into mindfulness. That's really important, especially now, every single day, no matter what's going on. Apyep says, I hope they don't reciprocate on with our school children. Me too. Jasmine says, I agree. Ms. Lindsey Graham posed with a huge gun in his hands today and said he is ready. Ready for what? Yeah, Miss Lindsay, send him to Iran. Send him to what's it? The name of that island, Khartoum Island, or wherever we're saying we're going to invade. Which is the tower in the tarot? Oh, uranium energy is the tower in the tarot, right? Laura is asking for fun. Erica is suing comedian Drewski. Oh, that's not Drewski. I said Drewski earlier on. I'm sorry. I apologize. Over the parody video he did about her. Do you see what will happen there? It's like the Afro Man. Has anybody watched the Afro Man trial? That was awesome. I love Afro Man. Afro Man was the artist who the police busted, his hometown police busted into his home after a false accusation, and they busted down his door and they took his money, and they wouldn't fix his door or his gate, and that they also broke, and they returned his money, but it was $400 short. So because they treated him so awfully with such disrespect, he made songs about it, and he ended up being sued by the police for defamation or something, and he won the case. And it's the most silly thing, but it's really entertaining to watch the trial and to listen to especially Lemon Pound Cake, his Lemon Pound Cake song. And the Lemon Pound Cake song came about because he had cameras and in his home, and it was caught on camera that one of the policemen, as he was coming in, on his raid, saw a beautiful lemon pound cake that was made by Afro Man's mother, and he just kind of looked at it, I guess, in a lingering and hungry way. That it was very desirable. So Afro Man wrote a song about lemon pound cake, or calling him Lemon Pound Cake. That was amazing. So back to Drewski and Erica Kirk. It's gonna backfire so badly on Erica, and it's what do they call those lawsuits that are frivolous? And it's gonna be just he'll win. Drewski will win. It will really expand his popularity and his career. So it's good for him. It's all good for him. People pay for his if it goes to court, for his attorneys, and it'll just, there'll be so many viral TikTok videos and Instagram photos and YouTube clips regarding this. She's stupid to go ahead with this. It's not gonna be good for her, but it's gonna be hysterical to watch. Slap suits, thank you, Lennox Audio. Oh, thank you, Steve. Yes, click subscribe and like. I never say that, do I? or haven't said in a long time, please subscribe to my channel. I really need every subscription. Like and share if you can. Please, please, please. It will keep me rocking here in the algorithm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and all the videos. Are you talking about the Erica Clarkson? It's just, she's just living, she's another one who lives in a bubble. She has no awareness about like how people really perceive her. And it's all, on her. She's just another, probably allegedly another narcissist here, or somebody who's clueless, absolutely clueless. She's her own worst enemy. I guess that's what I really should say. Oh, hey, Tilin. Tilin says record number of troops filing to avoid being sent to the conflict zone. Should pull every one of our troops, pull them out and send in bonus spurs the kids and eligible grandkids and enablers. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier on. Thank you. Thank you, Laura and Austin. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate the hype. Apia said I meant Afro Man, but you're right about Erica too. Oh my God, he's such an American icon, isn't he? And he has that great suit, the American flag suit. So if anybody hasn't been following Afro Man and what happened with the trial, and check out his songs about each member of the police unit that was sent to his home. You should do it. It's so funny. YouTube just weirding out. Last week didn't receive a live notification until 5 days later. Yeah, I know, Tilin. But thank you for catching me today. Oh yes, Akim said Afroman's doing a new one about the judge. I have to catch that. So thank you. I'm going to post these today. Please subscribe. Melissa is so close to 12,000 subscribers. I have been there, actually reached that, but then it went down again. It's really like holding on to sand, like holding on to the 12,000. I don't know why. And sometimes I think YouTube kind of like, I've heard this from other, I'm not complaining or anything, but I've heard this from other creators that they do call subscribers from various channels for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, you were unloading groceries. You're welcome to this party anytime you want to come, T-Lynn. Jasmine says, Pope Leo says God rejects prayers of leadership who wage wars, and so he or she should for it. Whatever gender the divine one prefers. Oh no, it's not gender. It's oh, my brain is gone now. He, her, they, them, she, hers. Well, whatever that is, it's fine. Mark says YouTube has been shadow banning. Yeah, they do that. Birthman says war makes us poor. And that's the point. It makes us poor, but it makes some people very, very, very rich. Very, very rich. That's the point. Okay, you guys, it's time for me to go. I really love that you're here, and I love you. I'm so appreciative. Thank you for joining my live. And I will be back next week, probably Tuesday at 3 at the same time. If this is working out good for you, it works out well for me. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happened over this week coming up. Who knows? Who knows? I want to go check out more about Christy Nome's husband. I'm sure that's going to blow up on YouTube. You guys, am I missing some comments here? Oh, I will do, Jasmine. I'll check on the Supermat chat. I'm not so good at stuff like that, but I will try. I mean, I tend to like just space out and kind of not think about things like that, but I will. And I'll finish with Selma, her comment, have a good day and take care, everyone. Oh, and there is actually, I made sure of it this time, a new musical outro for you guys. Okay. Bye-bye.